Okay. Okay. Hey, everybody. This is Kelly Hans, back from a long hiatus. So, I got a few things to talk about. So, the title of this video is, well, you've seen the title of it. So, I used to work for a job. I don't work there no more. And usually they say don't burn bridges. But, if you treat your employers like garbage, especially your hardworking employees, workers, then you pretty much, if not basically, deserve everything that's come to you. So, last Thursday, for really the first time in my life, I quit my night job. Um, it wasn't stressful. It's just that the pay was starting to get on my nerves. Because we're doing paper checks now. Even at the new job I'm at now, we're doing paper checks. So I said, okay, that's fine. Have it. So, yeah, and I gotta talk about my night job too, because I was already irritated enough as it was when my check wasn't coming in. But, yeah. Anyway. For a whole month, I haven't gotten paid. They kept giving my manager and my payroll the runaround. And last Thursday was the last night. I didn't get my pay again. So I just basically told them, look, I can't do this no more. I gotta go. So I did. They said it's gonna be next week. They said it was gonna be next week, which was pretty much a lie. It wasn't gonna be next week. If I didn't say anything, then it probably would have been another month. My payroll's been emailing, and my project manager's been emailing HR. Okay, so eventually, I got tired of it. So yesterday, I literally told them, because I already called. I told them I was going to contact the U.S. Labor Department, because it's been about a month. And the people that has been trying to contact you hasn't heard anything for 2 weeks. No, actually, it's about to be more than 2 weeks. It's been about a month. And they haven't heard anything. So that's what I told them. I even called the U.S. Labor Department. He said the only thing you do is file a complaint. There's not really much they could do, which is understandable. But the only thing you can do is just file a complaint. So I said, okay. I didn't do that because I want to see how it goes as far as the U.S. As far as today. So my payroll manager messaged me last night. And she told me it's going to be in this afternoon today. And I'm literally sitting there pondering. Not really pondering, but just thinking. It literally took me to threaten you. Basically put out a complaint at the U.S. Labor Department because it's been about a month. I looked up on Google and said, hey, what do I do? They said, contact your employer. So I did. The employer had been trying to contact the head, whatever, at the company, trying to see what is going on. Long story short, I'm getting paid today, so, which is good. Then last night, I started my new job, same thing, just cleaning. But it's cleaning school, so yesterday I kind of struggled a bit. I got done, but I was like 4 minutes over the 4-hour mark. I'm just like, it's fine. I'll get done either way. But the person that yesterday left a bad taste in my mouth. So I made a mental note that tonight on board, just to stay away from him. It's not like anything, sexual or anything like that. He's just a bad taste in my fucking mouth. Yeah, he just had a bad taste in my mouth. He was annoying and he got on my nerves, so yeah. Anyway. But I think as long as he stay on his side and I stay on my side, we'll be good. And I'll be able to get my stuff done. So as long as that happens, I'm okay. But so since I was off for like 2 weeks, ain't that much happened besides my paycheck. That's why I've been home, because I'm just like, I've been fighting for those 2 weeks to get my paycheck. What else? Also, I've been trying to see, I finally watched the Donald Trump and Elon Musk interview that everybody been talking about. I was just like, Then I went to sleep in the middle of it. I was like, okay. Kamala Harris. I'm not sure how to feel about her, if I do feel anything about her. I'm gonna do night chat tonight because I'm gonna be I'm gonna do night chat tonight because of it's gonna be about different things, but also movie review gonna be tonight, and because of we're gonna talk about Kamala Harris and try to figure out what the hell is her policies as far as if she's not cheesing and grinning in front of folks. So we just gotta wait and see. So anyway, because I kind of still feel iffy about her. I'm like, oh, there it is. So got that down. Movie review gonna be tonight. The movie we're gonna talk about, because I'm gonna start back on doing night chat. I haven't been doing night chat because, especially summertime, it's just like, and it's been so hot. Like today is supposed to get up to 99. Tomorrow it's 108. I'm just like, it's too damn hot. Anyway, it is alleged that Scott Jackson has been arrested, allegedly, over domestic violence. But this was on TMZ. But they also said that she was pregnant and married. I said, oh. But I haven't heard enough about her to, I said, well, okay. So this is from my side of the woods. So, and then we can talk about a whole bunch of stuff. But Superintendent Ryan Walters. Now, I have done a mixture of topics on him, but anytime any of Republican lawmakers make an investigation against you, because mind you, the man creeps me out enough as it's something about that man that creeps me out. I don't know what it is. And even time old man Stitt literally sits there and just be like, and ask, how is the superintendent and what's your thoughts on him? And he just stands there with this blank stare for like a couple of seconds. I'm just like, So what he's doing is he wants to put Bibles in schools. Now that literally defeats the purpose of having Catholic schools and Christian schools. But it also defeats the purpose of the religion, the freedom of religion. Basically, you're forcing what if the kids in classroom, just for example, what if the child is, for example, Catholic or Orthodox? You wouldn't, cause see how if I do, what is it? Do for one, do for all. If you're gonna do Bibles in Christian Bibles, from what I understand, in schools, then you might as well do the Shoahs. And with Catholics, it's the I think Catholics do Bibles too. The Korans, all that stuff. You can't just do one Bible, one religion. You have to do all of it. That's just me. A lot of people in Oklahoma City, basically everywhere in Oklahoma, it's just like, why? Why do you want Bibles in the schools? Which there's nothing wrong with it, but why? I mean, I think right now, we dropped lower. I think we're 49 out of 50 when it comes to education now. I don't know what he's doing as far as the education system goes. I don't know what that man's doing. But this was, when was this? This was Monday. So, this is what it says. Oklahoma Republicans call for impeachment investigation to Superintendent Ryan Walters. This is from my local news station. I'm going to back because it's repeating itself. Okay, so Oklahoma Republicans are circulating a letter calling for an impeachment investigation into State Superintendent Ryan Walters. In the letter to House Speaker Charles McCall, which you can read here, which I ain't reading, and State Rep Mark McBride, that man, Representative Mark McBride, Republican Mark McBride, or both, let's do both. That man, Mr. Mark McBride, has been on he's been on his neck since he first started. He's been on his neck because I forgot what it was. And when he said it, I think me and Mark McBride had the same expression on our faces, like, what are you doing? I thought what it was. Oh yeah, it was the libraries. And basically he was taking, now some books I can kind of understand what he was talking about, but some of the books, that man is a little too obsessed with let's see, adult entertainment. There we go. In schools. Now I can see if it's just like some of the books you've been hearing about, like all over the news. I can see that. Yeah, that most definitely. But you getting obsessed over it. I understand that. That's part of the problem, but we don't have time for that. Our test scores are low. You can add that to that, but our test scores are low. I mean low. Kids can't read even more than they should. Math is low. So, continue on. State Representative, or Republican, let's do Representative, figured it. Mark McBride expresses concern about Russell's recent actions. Since Superintendent Walters took office 18 months ago, I have grown increasingly concerned about the budget performance, spending priorities, and transparency surrounding the department. McBride, the chairman of the Appropriations and Budget Subcommittee on Education. Okay, so he's basically, pretty much, he sounds like he's the auditor as far as where the money goes. Continuing on. Conditions of the department and the manner in which the superintendent and the board of education have treated members of legislature from both parties, both Republican and Democratic, and for both the House of Representatives. And the state senate has been, to say the least, unprofessional, beneath the dignity of a statewide elected official, and most importantly, contrary, to say the least, to the best interest of taxpayers and students of the state of Oklahoma, end quote. So, basically, it sounds like this man's overspending. And this ain't the first time, because I think I did a video way back when, but they did an investigation on him back then. And he was spending money like it was water. Basically for a PR, he's using taxpayer money, allegedly, to use for media, as far as PR, marketing, what have you. Some of the recent actions McBride listed in the letter include Walters allegedly denied entry to member McBride's committee into the executive sessions of the Board of Education, refusal of significant displays and answering questions from McBride's committee, and from the state senate, Adam Pugh, don't know what it is, not complying with legislative budgetary directives regarding administering school security funding. What else? Funding, failing to turn over information about the expenditure of the state funds for travel, failing to fulfill, he did all this, numerous record requests in a timely manner, and defying the legislature's appropriation authority by refusing to provide requiring funding for critical asthma inhalers. How's he not impeached yet or gone? To be honest, because we could find somebody better than this. I mean, a whole lot better, to be honest. I mean, so not only you are preventing people, allegedly, from going to these educational committees. Why you preventing these people, we don't know. Because I was wondering why on the news, I was getting ready to go to work, and it came up that there were some people who wanted to go in the education, committees. And my guess is this is what this was about. That's what he was trying to do. He's trying to prevent them from going in. And everybody is just like, we don't care. Anybody can go in. As far as like lawmakers go. Lawmakers, they can go in. It don't matter. This fool, is trying to prevent that. Why? We don't know. We don't know if he's worried they're going to challenge him. We don't know. But it's on. I don't understand it. Information, failing to turn over information about the expenditure of state funds for travel. Now, this is just my opinion, allegedly. But, because we had this happen a while back, where I work at in the daytime, we use state funds. We have to audit, which is fine, I mean, I don't care. But, failing to turn over information about the expenditure of state funds for travel is bad. Because they could find out that you're spending more money. Now this is true. That you're spending more money. Or spending money you're not supposed to. Basically. That's why we do audit. Because it was I think it was a long, long time ago. I think back in 2006. I was still in school. And some of the people were caught for embezzlement. Like, that's how serious this is. That could not be true, but hey, if you fail to turn that in, then yeah. Failing to fulfill numerous records requests in a timely manner, that is bad. It should not take, now I'm not sure how long, but depending on the, I can see a few, but numerous, that's bad. Anyway, Walters claims that report that he and the Oklahoma State Department of Education took back funds for school security are true. And they're looking into legality of whose funds, those funds roll from year to year. Which they're not, because it's failing to fulfill records requests in a timely manner. Anyway, he says, begin quote, to say school funds, school security funds, were taken away is a complete lie. No funds were taken away. The question is legally, can funds roll over or not? You should know that. State Superintendent. End quote. Walter said. This marks the latest time that impeachment investigation into Walters has been called since he took office in less than 2 years ago. The call for investigation, however, marks the first by Republicans, which I am shocked. Even though we don't see eye to eye, shout out to the Oklahoma Republicans for at least holding this man accountable. At least. He says again, beginning quote, they decided to move forward with that. It will be the most unpredicted blue state in history, which it wasn't. Doesn't amount the will of Oklahoma voters, which isn't it. End quote. Walter responded while on KOCL 5's news at 9 a.m., which is our local conversation. Beginning quote, we're going to continue to put parents and grandparents in charge of their kids' education, which he hasn't done. We're going to continue to put Oklahoma on a path to be successful in education. So I'll never back down to moderate Republicans partnering with Democrats to try to overturn the will of the people. We're not going to allow it anymore. So there's a problem with that. Number one, there's a problem in the very beginning when you took down all the Oklahoma lawmakers and replaced them with pictures of parents, grandparents. Why you did that, we don't know. We really don't know. Because they said all them pictures been up since 1971. Why you took them down, I don't know. I don't know. And this whole thing about we're going to continue to put parents and grandparents in charge of the kids' education. So, I'm not sure how you're going to do that. Because you haven't been doing that. From what I've seen in schools, it's getting worse. It's not getting better. Basically, to me, in my opinion, he's smoking mirrors at this point. And I'm thinking that's why they want an investigation over him. Because you're not doing your job, sir. You've been here for 2 years, almost 2 years. You're not doing your job. Knock it off. I can see if this was your first time, but I'm quite sure you know the role of a state superintendent. That's why you took the job, and that's why you took the role. This thing about state funds is starting to get more and more mind-opening and eye-opening. Because now the question is, what are you doing with that money? I'm gonna call auditing. The auditing for the travel has not been turned in. You haven't been doing no requests at all. The funds for getting kids inhalers, which is just critical. If the child has an asthma attack, you know how short-staffed the ambulance is. You should know this. I mean, that man is just, yeah. The latest call for an investigation comes as Walters faces pressure from Oklahoma Attorney General Gentner Drummond, who, I don't think that's him. That's just Inhofe. I think, yeah, hold on. I think he was in the, I think Drummond was in the Air Force. Either Air Force, Navy, one of them two. I think he was. Just looking that up. Over delayed open record requests. So, not sure what that is. Walters also recently made disparaging comments about Bixby Public Schools Superintendent Rob Miller, following a disagreement over delayed Title I accolations. So, if I can find out what Title I is, I'll put a description. Also, I'll see if if the OAG is in the military, because I think he was. Anyway, State Representative John West, Ty Burns, and Chris Bannon, are Republicans, okay, issued a statement on Monday about Walters calling Miller a clown and a liar on the social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter. So, okay. Let me say all this first, then we're going to talk about that. Blank. As former military leaders, see, I knew it. Okay, I knew it. I knew it was something. As former military leaders, we know the qualities that define good leadership: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Just as important as the lessons on how not to lead, West Burns and Banning said in a joint statement. Over the past 4 years, we've witnessed Ron Walters' often questionable leadership and tactics. In the past 2 weeks, he has violated the Open Meetings Act, denied legislators access to executive sessions, which was what I've heard on Fox 25, deprived districts of rolled over money meant for school safety, and is putting children's lives at risk by withholding appropriated funds for emergency asthma inhalers. Continuing. After Walters chose to call name Bixby Superintendent Rob Millers, a former Marine who faithfully served the Constitution and protected our rights, we decided we couldn't sit back any longer. Though we do not speak for others, we cannot stand by while a respected leader and veteran is insulted and demeaned for simply doing his job. Walter's behavior is becoming of any leader, especially the high-ranking person in the Oklahoma school system. Time in the military taught us to listen to those serving on the front lines. That same principle applies here. School superintendents like Miller provide. Oh, he's a school superintendent. Like Miller provides valuable insights into local issues, and yet Walters refuses to listen to those around him or take responsibilities for his missteps. As elected officials paid with taxpayer dollars and entrusted with the future of our state, we must hold ourselves accountable to Oklahomans and have the integrity to admit when we're wrong. We had hoped Walters would eventually grow to his role, but after 2 years of problematic leadership tactics, our patience wearing thin. So this man, Rob Miller, so let's talk about that real quick, because how much time I got left? 33 minutes. Yeah, we're going to talk about this, and I'm going to get off now. So you're over here calling a man a Marine. A fucking Marine. A clown and a liar. That man, Rob Miller, he's a Marine. That man got more balls than you do. With all due respect. That's something I don't take very lightly, is when people disrespect people in the military, because I got three of my family members in the military. One in the Navy, a Marine, my cousin's a Marine, and one in the Army. So, and my uncle was in the Army as well. So, all of them, when I read off, Ty Burns, all of them are military leaders. They've been in the military. They know what a leader looks like. Miller is the superintendent of his respected area, which is Bixby. The fact that you call this man a liar and a clown just reeks jealousy. It sounds like it's jealousy. Because I'm quite sure he's respected. And also, I'm quite sure he is. Most Marines I know is very open-minded. And also, most Marines I know don't take crap from anybody. And there's most Marines I know who will grab your head and crack it open if you disrespect them in that type of manner. So I'm not guessing he's not the last part. But he sounds very level-headed, because I know some Marines well, not all of them, but a few, who, if you disrespected them like that in any type of way or manner, which I'm quite sure he has done this allegedly, they will walk up to your face and ask him, is there a problem? And I'm quite sure he has done this. And I'm quite sure the others have done this. I would personally, if I was, I couldn't do that. I mean, you don't disrespect someone like that. And not only that, he's a veteran. Which means this man served in a war. And quite frankly, I think all the others served in wars. Even if you don't like them, I mean, you have, disagreements with them. At least respect them for what they've done. Because we've been getting a lot of flack, but they served in the military. That's a lot. I mean, especially, I don't know what era he served, but I'm gonna look him up. If he served in, like Vietnam and Korea, ooh, there's something else, because they're, like I met some Korean and Vietnam veterans. They're very, very nice. They're really are. They're very kind. They really are. I think my neighbor, he served in the Marines, and he is very, very kind. He really is. He's very kind and very, very sweet. But don't cross him at all. Now, he's very nice now, but don't cross him. So, I don't know, child. If Rob Rogers gonna get impeached, have at it, because I don't know what this man's doing. Me and Representative McBride, we got the same idea. Like, what are you doing? Like, literally, what are you doing? Like, still scores is low. You doing something with all this money. You doing something, because there's no way Republicans, especially 8 now Republicans, it's probably more than that, having a letter of investigation against you. Anyway, I said all that to say, that is it for this morning talk show. I've been rambling. Mainly it's going to be rambling for the past, I don't know how many, I just been rambling. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. Be safe, be careful, read the description box, because it's probably going to be, that's probably going to be the most I ever wrote in my life, as long as I've been on YouTube. But child, that peaches, man, go find somebody else. Goodbye.